going? How's it going? How you doing? Huh?
Hey,
How's it going?
It's going good, man.
How you guys doing?
Oh, living the dream.
It's Easter Eve
Easter
for the
Eve.
people that celebrate Easter.
Easter Eve. That's right. I didn't even realize it was Easter this weekend, to be honest with you guys.
I don't know. I never know what weekend it's going to be. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's late. Who the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, okay. Easter.
The one thing that I've never understood is why God cares if you eat meat on Fridays.
I couldn't tell you.
It kind of seems like there'd be more important fish to
I'm
fry.
sure there's an answer for the churchgoers, like that they know. Like I don't know it, so I don't even want to guess. Like I'm sure there's a reason.
Story you don't know.
Maybe it's a test to see how loyal you are and how trustworthy when you say you won't eat meat. So you're doing like a trustworthy thing.
Don't know say.
I don't
like a shitty trust fall.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
I want your test is you can't eat meat all day.
Not
You
on Fridays.
Yeah, not on Fridays. If you do,
A shitty trust.
you don't follow me, man.
Yeah, it's because there's not more important stuff to worry about whatsoever. That's why I order the meat lovers pizza on Fridays. That's
the meat lovers.
Damn, man. Okay, I'm not going there.
That sounds good right now, though. That sounds really good right now.
It does,
pizza.
doesn't it?
I had pizza tonight.
What kind?
Extra cheese. Made it basic. You know,
basic.
Sometimes you're not in the mood with toppings. You're just like, I just want fucking cheese.
There's never, ever, ever a time in my life I want to order cheese pizza. The only times in my life that
you don't like cheese, man.
No. I could tolerate a cheese pizza because
what a weirdo.
But here's my thing: the only times I'd order cheese pizza is if there's a bunch of whiny kids there, and 9 times out of 10, I'll just tell the motherfuckers, listen.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them are picky. They don't like toppings at all. Now you pepperoni.
Listen up. Now it's pick the toppings off. I don't give a shit. Or don't eat.
I hear you.
Take that shit somewhere else. And
Sarah always wants pineapple, and I just order half pepperoni, half cheese.
I can eat it, but I'm on the side.
No, I don't want. No, pineapple turns a pizza into a ring of hot garbage, and I don't want that in my house.
I disagree. I enjoy it.
You want to know it is? I think it's because they put too much pineapple.
Do it with like jalapeno and pepperoni, and you'll like it because then you get the sweet and you get the spice. So that's heat kick. The heat won't be too much.
Like I said, I can eat it. I just have to flick a lot of them off.
That's what she said.
There's like too many. There's like 20. I'm like, nah, I'm out.
I do.
Got an intro?
Yes, sir.
We have an intro?
We have
an intro.
Pineapple pizza can go to hell.
No, it can't. I'll eat the pizza, guys. It's
facts.
No.
So, tonight for you, we got planes, trains, and automobiles. And the number 23. What a mix. What a mix. I mean, you have what's supposed to be a comedy, and then this twist, this mind fuck, so to speak. But you know what? You guys and gals, you people, whatever you want to be called, stay seated. Stay doing what you're doing. Just keep listening. Keep watching. As soon as I shut the fuck up, we're all going to start talking again. And we're going to be talking about these 2 films right behind me. Welcome to the show. Matter of fact, welcome to Popcorn and Pints. Don't be scared to like, share, subscribe. Ha! See you next. Oh, look at this.
Oh, did we flip a coin?
We're about to. We are about to. So you can see that's obviously the side is tails.
Planes, trains, automobiles. All right.
Yes. Here we go. Whatever movie it flips on is what we're going to start with, and we'll go from there.
Global status.
Well, what the fuck happened?
23.
23.
I had a feeling it was going to be that. I was hoping it was going to be the second one.
I'm fine with that.
So, we'll start with you, Christopher.
Oh, you know what? I remember when this movie came out. I have not seen it. I wanted to like it more than I did. I'm giving it a 4.
4. Ooh. Jamesy Waynesy.
I'm opposite. I thought it was good. I'm giving it a 7.
Okay. A 4 and a 7. Wow. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. This is my second time seeing it, and I haven't seen it in years. I gave it an 8. I gave this shit an 8.
There you go.
All over
It's
the board
nice to
on
see
that
Jim
one.
Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey's fucking a serious role.
It wasn't his acting for me because when
Yeah, like the story, how it was going.
the pacing was weird. It felt convoluted. I don't know. It was something about it just felt off the entire way.
Really?
You want to know what's fucked up though? Since they started talking about this number 23 in the movie, and he was doing pink, and you take this minus this. I'm like, I looked around. I honestly put my name in my head and see if I can do it. If it comes out as 23,
he goes so far. It seems like this 23 thing. You're going so far out of your way to try and make a connection for one.
That's true.
And for a book so fucking small, it took him forever to read it.
That's true. Hey, maybe you don't have a high reading level, man.
The way they portrayed him reading this book, you think he would have been done in a day. It looked like it was 50 fucking pages.
True.
And it's all his wife's fault.
True.
Like, how it doesn't make any sense.
She knew about the book.
So
why she let him read it?
Was she trying to get him to remember? Because it didn't seem like that once he did.
That's true.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I like that ending, though. I like how they twisted it, where it was him all along. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He lost his memory and shit, and he's fucking Sparrow. And
you know what this movie made me think of, though? I'm like, yo, Jim Carrey was fucking amazing in this movie. I would love to see him as like a psychotic character in a horror movie.
He just got cast.
This is on the edge. What is this considered?
Thriller.
A thriller?
A thriller. But I mean,
it's almost in the horror realm.
I'll say more closer to the horror realm, like actually in the horror realm.
He just got. I could have sworn I just saw an article where he got cast as an upcoming villain for something.
I think I heard that too. Also, I heard that they're making the Grinch Part 2. He agreed to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though he retired from acting like 18 times.
Yeah.
He said all celebrities in fucking stardom were fucking fake and all that shit. But now he's like, I'll do a movie. Why not? I'm bored.
Fucking why not? Get that bread, Jim. Get that.
Yeah, yo, they're still paying him top dollar. You know they are. He's one of the top fucking people. Look, it's crazy. A comedian, a physical comedian. He used his body, turned into one of the best actors ever.
But you got to think about a lot of people that are funny like that come from a lot of pain, and laughter is what helped them get through it. So now they can, like, in this type of movie, I'm not saying that he did, but I'm sure that in these type of films, that you can pull from something else. You're not pulling from just something to be funny.
Still, man, you still gotta have a gift to be an actor. Like, he got so popular for his style. They're like, wait, he's on Living Color. How blew him up? People are like, oh, he's the funny guy. But then he started coming out with more serious movies. Then he goes toward the comedy more.
Something else came out during Ace Ventura. Like, within a year, he had 2 of the biggest comedies of all time.
Yeah.
Was it Ace Ventura and the Mask?
Maybe that was it. Because I think we talked
about
it.
Did that come around time? Mask came out in like 97, didn't it?
Dude, he did like 2 of his biggest movies ever. Like
it could have been the Mask, because I think the 2 were his biggest.
Which kind of screwed him financially at the time because they didn't know how well one was going to do.
True. But now he's doing the Grinch. And I'm sure fucking whoever owns the Grinch, is it Disney or something? I don't even fucking know. We're going to pay him tons of money.
Oh, of course.
I still got to watch the Sonic 2. I haven't seen that.
Oh, I see. Yo, I was surprised, man. They're on the wheel. I was surprised. I like those. I won't say how much I like them. Yeah, I was surprised that I liked them.
Let's cross our fingers.
Oh, here you go. The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura are all labeled 1994.
Holy shit!
Damn. Yo, he pumped them out, and like you said, he lost money on that because those movies were so popular, and they all came out the same year, and he probably wasn't getting paid hardly anything.
They came out in 90.
If they came out today,
Shit.
like how popular they were, if it was today, he'd be getting so much money to do these movies.
Yo, I was like 8 or 9 years old. Them shits came out.
Oh yeah, they're old, but Ace Ventura was one of the funniest movies I ever seen in my life at that time.
I was gonna say I kind of remember. I do vaguely remember watching those movies as a kid, especially The Mask. That was like my favorite out of the three. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ace Ventura, he's fucking talking with his ass and shit. When you're a kid, that's hilarious.
Say that. I was just gonna say
it is. His career is fascinating because he did go from those comedies, and then he started taking more dramatic roles, which he was great in.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was super good with him in a more dramatic role. Like he can really act.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can. I agree.
Oh hell yeah!
And that's not what took me out of this movie. What took me out of this movie was just the fucking storytelling.
Oh,
I feel like it could have been done so much better.
It could have been definitely. It could have been more, especially when the fucking mother. See, that's what I didn't get. The mother was playing along with them, like they were playing fucking Clue. Yeah, let's go there and let's find this, and she's like riding with it. But I'm like you, Aaron. I'm like, is she doing this on purpose? I thought she was having an affair with that doctor, and they want him to come out.
Oh yeah,
to figure it out, but it did. She was helping him. And then she was like, "We love you. No matter who you are."
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I get that part.
The plot of this movie makes no sense.
So you know what that gets me thinking now that we're discussing this, and I still love the movie. I still enjoy the movie. But does he go through this kind of thing? I mean, for lack of a better term, this episode like every so often, to where his wife just kind of knows and is prepared for it. Like, okay, let me do this, that, and the third.
No, I don't think it's. I think it started when fucking got the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she should have never let him have that book. She knows what it was. She should have fucking hit it.
No, the only reason she's going to give him that book, first off, there was no reason it would have ever been in a used bookstore unless they put it there. It was in his fucking file in this psychiatric ward.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like she's trying to get him to remember his past and never mentions, with no indication that was ever her intention whatsoever.
Exactly. It's kind of fucked up too. You're like, wait a minute, they released him for one. He was diagnosed with amnesia. They don't know what he did. You're gonna let him free. What about as soon as you let him free, he wakes up tomorrow, he remembers it and start killing people.
There's nothing about that part that makes any sense.
Made me laugh. Let's see what else. Oh, it's fucked up that one dude was in jail for fucking how many years? 16. What did they say? 13? 16 years? 13 years? 16. I forgot the number.
It was at least, I think it was like 13, at least 13 or 15.
Yeah, that dude was innocent. And he's fucking in prison. At least he did the good thing at the end. He said, no, he's innocent. It was me. Let me take the rap, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The wife was like, you hear the wife? She's like, no, you don't have to do it. But he's like, I gotta do it. He's like, I gotta do the right thing. If your wife and son is like, yo, shut the fuck up, man. I hit the phone. You're good. Fuck that dude. He's already did 13. He could do 13 more, you know?
I mean, even with some of his more villainous or sinister roles, it was still weird. Like the brief Jim Carrey sex scenes and him with the tattoo, giant tattoo on his back.
It made me laugh.
It was weird
because it was just Jim Carrey. It's so awkward seeing him.
Like it was awkward.
Chuckle. Yeah.
It's almost like trying to watch it was like trying to watch a comedian play it a serious take. Even I don't know.
I think
he had
if
the
anything,
tribal.
Honestly, if anything, I would say the tattoo threw me off more than anything.
Yeah, that was a crappy tattoo. They could have made it like skulls or fucking reapers or something.
But when but you gotta think. I think this movie came out in
2007.
That design was probably popular.
That was the popular tribal thing. Everybody had the tribal thing. Fucking
sure.
You know what I mean? Everybody had it, and you know what I think about looking back at tattoos. Was good. He's got us. Go check out that amazing podcast. We got to get you on here again, bro. We got to get you on here again. We had a great time the last time when everybody was over here, man, crushing over Ryan. Sorry, who is it?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Wrong Ryan. Sorry, guys.
Fuck yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, I was about to say, not even close.
Get it straight.
Count
All
that.
right,
Yeah.
okay. Relax, breathe. It's just a
Damn.
man.
I didn't. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, you think I got your lover's name mixed up or something? Relax.
That's what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's the reason James's beard has the white, the gray there.
Because yeah, I hardly see him, man. He let loose once. I gotta let that shit stain the color, so let it stay there.
Look at this.
I never know if I'm gonna get another chance.
Jackie Goddess is out there with you.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
What I did enjoy his parenting, I will say in this.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
When they come home and his son's making out in the living room.
Yep.
And he shuts the door and keeps his wife outside. Like, that was a good scene. That was a good dad move.
Did he say she's a good girl? Oh, she's
keep it. Let's make sure it stays that way.
Yeah. Basically, he says, "Don't even fucking think about it.
Don't stick her."
Oh,
I questioned their parenting when they literally brought the kid everywhere to go figure out if they were looking for a killer or not.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is wild. The whole family.
It doesn't. Yeah. It's a family trip to go see if they can track down a murderer, basically, and you're bringing your kid along. Again, it doesn't make fucking sense.
This dude snapped. He got a hotel room. He fucking writes a chapter of the book on the wall. Then he put his own wallpaper up. The fucking hotel just let him put wallpaper up to hide that.
Well, they don't even. I mean,
or get the hotel when he left. They're like, motherfucker, and they just like.
I assume the room was destroyed when he left, and the hotel did it.
But he knew it was behind it. Because what about Bill's paint? How did he know it was wallpaper?
He didn't know it was behind it until after he got his started to get memories back at the end there.
Which I think there's a part 2. I think he does kill the wife. He did have a couple dreams about killing her. I think it's in his mind, especially when he started getting paranoid. He thought she was.
I'd love for there to be one. I don't know if there is a part 2.
I'm going to take this bitch out. But no,
have you guys seen this before?
No,
this was the first time watch for me.
I'm surprised I liked it. I was like,
dude, and the guy that's in jail for.
He looks familiar.
He did, but so the flashback has him walking into the murder scene and picking up the bloody knife.
Like a dumbass.
What a dumbass. Yeah. Why are you going to pick up anything covered in blood so his fingerprints are on it?
Mm-hmm. Yep, makes no sense.
Come on,
okay, here's another downside of that. So he was dating this chick. The number one suspect when someone gets murdered, it's always the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. No one knew they were dating?
Was he never questioned or anything like that?
No, nothing.
Not even. Yeah, no indication that he was ever questioned or anything once she was murdered and stuff like that.
So if they did the fingerprints, his fingerprints on it, his was on it too. They're like, wait a minute, it has to be one of these two. It's the ex-boyfriend or the fucking new professor.
Yeah, it's not like he took the weapon with him. And it was so covered in blood, you couldn't have gotten the fingerprints off.
Exactly.
I don't know.
There's
there is holes. There's a lot of holes. I get it. But for some reason, I was still entertained.
Oh, definitely.
See, the entertaining part for me was just watching Jim Carrey in a dramatic role. More out of curiosity.
I got really hooked on this 23 thing. I was like, yo, I better not start trying to do that, and I get fucking hooked on to doing that.
And I wanted to see.
I don't know if it's true. It sounds legit. But I don't know if it's true or not.
I wanted to see more.
There's got to be some truth behind
it. A darker version of this, like a horror version of this, honestly, to where it can tie into some paranormal type shit, right?
Well, not paranormal. He got that when he falls asleep, he turns back to this dude. He's going out killing
or that, and that's where he's going out.
I gotta go take
because his memory's coming back.
Yeah. But say like when he turns to that, so he's going out killing. Either way, this was a good movie though. This was a good movie.
Yo, even by the cover, man. You're expecting a big smile, Jim Carrey, like, hey, like Ace Ventura with the mask face. This is a serious, like, I could buy that this motherfucker's a maniac.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. And I don't know, man. Even though he only killed one person, he snapped once.
and people are like, he thinks he's a serial killer.
Still, just the way the story was going, and just the way like you've seen him going through this fucking story, because he forgot that he forgets about the whole book. He forgot he wrote the book. So you see him going through this whole freaking story, and then like as he's reading the book, he's like saying, because at one point I think he's like seeing things as like he's going through things. It's like he just
But
like
here's the thing about the book though. When he was originally writing it, he wasn't writing a book. He was just writing what was in his mind. But how did it turn into a book, like a real story, like he made a detective? Or did his subconscious just shut off while he was writing?
Maybe.
And it was just doing that, like it was all fake, like it's the magazines he was reading.
That could be
getting all the stories and shit.
That could be it. That could
so one thing I'm watching this, and they show him when he goes to leave the mental hospital. That's when he meets his wife.
Yep, he runs into her. Yeah.
At what point does she know or find out that about his past that he doesn't remember? Because clearly, at some point she did, because she went and moved the skeleton and stuff like that.
Yeah, because she
so that he wouldn't get caught.
She went to the Samsung and found his file. I don't know if that's what she 100% knew it was him, or did she know it before that?
It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like she knew before that.
Where would that book could have come from then if it wasn't in his box in that fucking?
I know it sounded like it was planted exactly because it shouldn't have been there. It's not his house that he lived before, or was it? That's not the same house he was living in, right? No, because he was staying in a hotel and shit. Yeah, so I don't know.
The doctors got it, so it would have been in that box when she goes to the hospital at the end there and like finds his name on it. But it doesn't. And then clearly she brought in the doctor you think she's having an affair with to let him know what's going on. But even before that, she saw the writing on his arm where it said like kill her, and that's when she called that doctor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was not written.
Yeah.
Story-wise, it could have been written a lot better.
See, and I don't think it was that bad, but again, I don't know. I was high when I watched.
Then they make this. Then they make the son like he's a genius. No, it's still good. I'm going to talk shit, but it's still good.
Oh yeah.
So the son like a genius, like he was fucking Sherlock Holmes. They're like, okay, let's send these peanuts so we can find the PO box, find the dude's address, see him come and pick it up.
And then let's bring you
to the kid was like, make it 23 boxes.
Yeah.
Because it's the code thing. He's paranoid. He sees the 23, the numbers after him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I was like, that was kind of clever, but it could have been smaller boxes.
And then it became
the biggest fucking boxes.
Yeah. And then it's like they were on a family vacation to go try and find a murderer.
Yeah, no. The son's in the front seat with a fucking book or the map or something. He was like, oh, let's go over here. No, it's true. There's a lot of holes, but like I said, I got really fascinated with this 23 thing. And I like the spin at the end. I like the twist. It was him.
The 23 thing is the most fascinating part for me. I haven't
exactly.
I meant to look up what the actual meanings are, but like they go into such depth on it. A lot of that's got to be true. But again, it also seemed like they were going out of their way just to try and connect shit to this number. So I'm like, oh, really?
I mean, you gotta kind of keep the movie dragging or keep it kind of going some more. So I get it, but I get where you're coming from.
I mean, it's interesting, but you're talking to.
Would you say
James? James is freezing.
Uh-oh.
The number 23 just affected his internet connection.
Yep. It's because he touches his penis too much.
James, did you touch your penis 23 times today?
I hit my keyboard. When I fucking push a button on my computer, Restream can't handle two things at once, so it has a brain fart.
Yeah.
But what I was saying, I looked it up. It's a real conspiracy. It's called the 23 Enigma.
Really?
The 23 Enigma is a belief in the significance of a number 23. The concept of 23 Enigma has been popularized by various books, movies, and conspiracy theories, which suggests that the number 23 appears with unusual frequency in various contexts and may be a symbol of some larger hidden significance. So
nice. Now we gotta look and see if there's a horror movie attached to that. Hopefully there is.
Yeah, this one.
Well, I mean more horror-esque than thriller.
They even broke it down like it's satanic.
Yeah.
They're like, what's this and this? And it says 666.666.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute, where are they going here?
No, I think they just put that option out there, and that it's connected to everything.
Then when it's not, it ends up 32. They're like 23 backwards.
Yeah, that it's not. No, it's 32. It's not 23. It's a different fucking number.
It's 32 backwards, man. 23 backwards.
Come on, now that's the thing about that. That really also kind of drew me out of the conspiracy. Like, you're not getting 23, you're getting 32. It's a different fucking number.
It's like you said. It's any way they'll start adding more things. They're like, oh, but if you drop the
yeah, I know
letter,
you can move 100 different things around to get whatever.
You can make a million exactly.
Celebrate. You guys ready for the wheel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's roll this wheel.
So any other things about 23?
No, I'm sticking with my 4.
I'm
gonna say is I think Jim Carrey can play an excellent villain, even though we grew up on him as a comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, we seen him play the Riddler.
But even that was
the most entertaining.
I feel like that was if I'm not mistaken, that was a pretty memorable episode for some of us.
But like I said, he played the Riddler good. It was comedy. He was like the main character I liked in that whole movie.
Oh, the thing about Jim Carrey is he fucking commits.
Oh, 100%. Like that the book series that Netflix had. He did Unfortunate
Lemony
Events.
Snicket.
Yeah. He plays that character like really good in that movie.
Yeah, 80s and 90s. What's left on here?
Oh, I don't have no clue.
I wonder if it's a wheel I was supposed to take off. We're about to find out.
No, I think there's still shit on here for some reason.
Excuse me.
We haven't hit this in a while, I think.
No,
wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Was this the one with Cool as Ice and everything? I think it's empty.
This is Cool as Ice wheel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's
So yeah, okay, yeah.
It's not.
Aaron just never took it off the wheel.
I never took it off the main wheel. All right, well, you know what?
Let's go there.
Players mess up. You know.
No, that means Rice and Beans is still. He has even.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of movies on this though. So. That was a horrible week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, they weren't all that bad, guys.
They were. They're garbage.
Have we even hit the video game or terrible 2s?
No.
It's gotta be fucking Rice and Beans.
No, it's cheese and crackers. Again.
Oh, is it cheese and crackers?
So we're getting this double. We're getting back to back next week? We're gonna get terrible 2s or video games back to back.
I don't know.
We haven't hit either one since we put them on there.
I know.
I blame Aaron shuffling.
I was blaming the black man. You see this?
Maybe if you clicked shuffle 23 times, would have landed on what you wanted.
Oh, well, fuck all that bullshit.
You get this. You get this if you do this. But what happens when you do it 23 times? That's how I describe that movie.
So we're basically going to be finishing off this wheel. This is going to be
50 Shades of Grey.
Because there's 4 movies left, so we're just going to see what we're doing next week, and then the other 2 we're going to be doing the following week.
Actually, that one might have been me. I don't even know.
I think it was.
Fuck 50 Shades of Grey.
You what?
You fuck that movie.
Oh, I thought you said I fucked.
That's what I heard. That's
a beautiful. Save that for the episode.
I don't give a fuck about that movie, man. All right.
Fucking Steve Martin movie. Jesus.
It's not Steve Martin.
It's not Steve Martin. Wrong.
Well, they look
all white people don't look alike.
All white people with white hair.
Those 2 look a lot alike.
33 1/3.
Okay. I think this was the funnier one out of them all.
I don't remember the story in it.
Is this the one with O.J. Simpson in it?
That was the first one.
No, I think he's in all of them actually.
Oh, he's probably in it. Yeah. Well, Liam Neeson's supposed to be remaking it, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, that does sound awful that I said that.
Oh, it did.
The Jerk is a Steve Martin movie.
Yeah, it's true. I put that there. The only reason is because the end made me laugh the hardest.
I feel like Big and 50 Shades of Grey should be a good combination. So The Jerk.
Well,
I don't know.
we're about to get. Actually, it looks like we're going to get that combination.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So the Jerk and
33 and a third.
33 and a third. Okay.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Okay. Cool.
Not for Aaron.
Oh no! Are we doing our future guests? What we think we're going to give it?
Oh, you want to do that? You want to start doing that on here too?
Oh, are we doing what? Are you guessing?
I'm just curious. Yeah, what you think you're going to get?
You're guessing your own ratings.
I don't remember the Jerk.
Okay, I kind of do now, 100%, but I do, and I remember the other one too. So I'm going to go. Excuse me. I'm going to go the Jerk 6. And what's the other one? Naked Gun.
Naked Gun, 33 and a third.
Naked Gun. I think it's going to be double 6. I think.
I'm going to predict at least double 5s.
Aaron's going to be like 2s.
You don't know that, James.
Big and 50 Shades of Grey are just such opposites that's kind of hilarious.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, shit.
You got a nice innocent movie. Then you go into this fucking
and then some S&M titties.
Yeah, some girl getting punched in the eye when she's having sex.
We'll do our guesses for those ones next week, though.
Yeah.
So for my guesses for next week's episodes, hang on, let me just get rid of this.
Did we ever review South Park Uncut, Bigger, Better?
No, I don't think we did. No.
Oh fuck, man.
Save it for something in the future. Maybe we can use it as a one-off or something.
TV show movies. There's a wheel.
Oh shit.
Movies based on TV shows.
That's a good one.
There you go. Yeah.
That was the cheese and crackers wheel. That's all done now.
Mm-hmm. Aaron finally got rid of the whites.
Not yet. That's next week.
Well, possibly next week.
Yes. Well, he'll always be the chocolate in our reverse Oreo here.
I don't know if I should say thank you or I don't know. So.
Hey, I'll take any compliment.
I guess. Thank you.
You know? Thank you.
You should take it as a compliment.
Don't make me blush.
Yeah.
Make sure I take it off of the big wheel too. The cheese and crackers.
There you go. There you go.
Save it. Save it. All right. Now,
go talk about some PTA.
All right, I'm just gonna go first.
Not pussy, tits and ass. It's planes, trains, and.
I was gonna guess a 2 for you.
1.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say like a 2.
6.
6. It was funny enough.
The nostalgia of John Candy probably carried me through this more than anything else.
He always plays like a happy-go guy.
He does. I love John Candy, and it made me kind of want to go back and check out what some of his other movies were again, because I haven't watched any of him in years.
What was he in? What the one?
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck. Is he in the one with Bill Murray? Bill Murray, the hedgehog, or whatever, the golf course.
He's not.
Caddyshack?
No, he's not.
He's not. That's the other dude.
He's not in Caddyshack.
Okay. What else was?
No, it's the other big dude.
I didn't realize this was a John Hughes movie. Honestly,
I don't remember. I gotta see a face.
This is one of those. This is like a cult movie. This is like an iconic movie. True. When it comes to like comedy movies that were made. Yep. And I just know it existed so much, but I don't remember ever watching it.
I did a long time ago.
Like I can't say
I was
for
like,
sure.
What the fuck is this? This movie does not sound interesting. You're listing fucking transportation. You know, what the fuck is this about?
I can't say for sure that I didn't watch it as a kid or something, but I certainly don't remember it. What I did realize as I was watching it, there's the scene in the hotel where Steve Martin flips out on John Candy. And then John Candy goes into this monologue that immediately I remembered a Family Guy spoof because Peter Griffin uses the same monologue in one episode for something where
That's
he's
good
like,
about Family Guy. They pull like classic, iconic movies.
I
I'm
like,
like,
take
holy
clips.
shit.
love that they do it. And what I love more about that is because this is the first time watch for me. So now when I go back and watch these episodes of certain cartoons and shows that do that, I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's where they got it from. That's why
Family Guy does that a lot, and we
Yeah.
we've hit some Roadhouse references. I didn't
Roadhouse.
realize, other than
Yeah.
just Roadhouse. But I'm like,
Roadhouse.
holy shit, that's where this speech came from in that Family Guy episode. I don't
Yeah.
remember what Family Guy episode it was.
Me either, but I know what you're talking
But he's
about.
like, I like me. My wife
Yep.
likes me.
And all the serious
speech.
music in the background.
Yeah.
Like Sarah
Honestly,
McLachlan's
his
about to play.
mustache made me laugh more.
Yeah,
John Candy with the mustache.
His fucking big ass fucking boots, selling fucking curtain shower rings.
He's a
What the
curtain
fuck?
shower ring salesman.
Oh, I know, right? I know, right in the beginning. I as soon as he said that, I knew his wife was dead. When he said, I haven't been home for years," I was like,
Yep. You know, I mean, you could see that part coming.
yeah.
But there's the scene where he's selling shower curtain rings as like earrings and bracelets so they could try to get money for bus tickets. I like that was pretty good.
and it
This
worked.
day and age, someone would have threw in like a cock ring in there or something.
Yep.
Yeah. It's too tight. Too tight.
But yeah, he was just coming out with all shit. He was like making it like a ring. He was making it, what's this? And people are just lining up and like, oh, that's what that is? Okay.
Autograph this,
Earrings. Yeah, this is autographed by somebody.
and that what was what was cringy and kind of creepy in it is when he gave it to the teenage girl. She's like, "Yeah, this will make you look 19." I was like,
Oh yeah.
wow, that's the kind of jokes that were flying around, man. And now you look at it now like, well, I still
You got away with a lot back then, man. There's no such thing as sexism and all that shit back then. They just joked about everything. It was free of speech.
No,
See, I still stand by. If the joke's good enough, it doesn't matter what
I
it's about.
100% agree. I agree.
But the joke, I agree. But the joke had the I guess the more serious or crazier the topic, whatever you want to call it, the funnier the joke has to be.
Oh yeah.
It can't be one of those jokes that's just free for like one group of people. I don't mean that even by race or gender or nothing, just by one group of people for whatever type of comedy it is, whatever. Like those type of jokes have to be funny for like the majority, for it to really like, yeah.
No, you need a variety of jokes.
Oh yeah, of course.
You can't make them all about one thing if you're going to go in that direction.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Everybody's on the agenda. I want to go for a ride in Doobie's Taxiola.
Oh yeah, that car was badass. That taxi was badass. I was like, oh, check this shit out. And John Candy's character, he's just like, he's so friendly to everybody. And everybody's like, oh man, yeah. And like they know him like for years.
Yep.
And shit, I was like, the fuck, man? He's a salesman, man. He lies his ass off to sell you fucking shower rings.
The only reason I gave this movie is because I like John Candy a lot.
I like Steve Martin. You gotta watch that new fucking Murders in the
Murders in the Building.
In the Building, thank you. With him,
I forgot all about that. I gotta watch that.
That shit is a good. I'm waiting for season 3.
They're doing a 3rd and final season.
That fucking, I can't wait. That shit is a good fucking show.
I gotta check that.
There's comedy in it. Him and Steve Martin together, they feed off each other. It's pretty funny.
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Martin Short, yep. The two Martins.
Mm.
They're like really friends in real life and shit. They're like,
they're like, I can't make any promises, James, but we'll see.
No, that's a good show. It's like dark. It's like a murder mystery.
We'll see.
The where they wake up in the hotel room and they're cuddling each other. John Candy's kissing Steve Martin's ears.
I knew that scene was coming though. It was like they were setting it up to make it that.
Oh, 100%. What did
Small
he say?
Bed.
Oh, he's like, "Where's your hand? It's in between two pillows." I'm like, those aren't pillows.
Those type of scenes, though, they have
around
those. I'll say from those times to maybe all the way up to maybe the early 2000s. They always had those type of scenes or something similar to it. They're always funny though. They're always
dude.
Funny.
You know what joke may have cracked me up in the most in this movie? There's the scene where they're waiting for someone's kid to come pick them up.
Oh, the fucking hillbilly dude.
The hillbilly guy shows up in the truck to pick them up.
with his
introduces his wife.
No, she's not pregnant.
Introduces his wife, and I don't remember. Oh, they're talking about and he tells her to grab their luggage and throw it in the back of the truck or something. And they're like, no, we'll take it. And he goes something along the lines of, oh, she can grab it. She's fine. I wrote down the quote. Her first baby came out sideways and she didn't even scream at all.
What the shit?
That was...
That's some wild shit.
That's hillbilly tough, man.
That is a brilliant fucking joke right there.
Hillbilly tough. That's a different type of tough. That's fucking shit.
You
want your fucking...
She's
whatever
that cracked me up. I paused it. I watched that scene twice because I had to write down the quote.
Yo, by the way, that big ass luggage, he was hardly holding anything in that thing.
The trunk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If the trunk was heavier than anything that was inside, it's like the stuff didn't make it heavier. Basically, it was just the trunk, all trunk. He's dragging that shit through everything.
Actually, this movie reminded me. I want to take a cross-country train trip real bad. I want to get a sleeper car. Just something I want to do.
I thought one time too, where I was like, I mentioned to my wife, I was like, how far could you get if we took like a week off and we took a train? And she was like, you can go over to California and back. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. But it's expensive because she Googled it. Cash.
Oh yeah, it's not super cheap, but I'd love to. It's something I've always kind of wanted to do: get a sleeper car and take a train trip across the states.
Like nonstop, you just kind of go across, maybe get out for a little bit.
Well, they do the stations. They stop. They take a break, like the fucking people get off, but it's not long. It's kind of like it's not like a cruise where you go spend a day in the city.
Yeah.
So you're basically looking for the scenery.
What if the three of us booked sleeper cars and did podcasts the whole way about our trip?
That would be dope.
That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be cool.
Of course, here's how the way we'd have to do it is we'd have to bring our significant others and then just like, listen, we need time for us.
Do we?
Yes.
He's like, dude, you could be a guy.
You just pulled off the right way. Yes.
Honestly, my wife will let me go by myself.
Well, mine would too, but I'm sure
someone's got to watch the animals.
That's true. No, because I told my wife, because she was talking about visiting her aunt in Florida and shit. I always told her, I was like, go ahead, because I won't fly. But she was like, driving it'd be a lot. Train is expensive. Because she's trying to get me to go to Florida. But I was like, if you want to go visit, go ahead. I'm fine. You can go by yourself if you want to. I trust you. You know, I don't give a fuck what you do. So do whatever you want anytime. If you got a hobby, go fucking do it. So, you know, I'm not going to hold you back. Because I don't like planes. Like she joined a choir and they go to Italy every year. So next year she could go to Italy if she wants. I was like, "Do you want to go?
Go ahead.
Go ahead."
I want to go to Italy.
There you go.
I do too. That's what sucks about being afraid of fucking heights with planes and everything. There's so many places I want to go to fucking Ireland. I want to go to New Zealand. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to a lot of fucking places. And I'm like, I can't do it.
What if you took something though?
Yeah, I don't like shit that fucks with my head. I'll be having a fucking panic attack.
What if you just close the blind on the window and sit in the aisle seat?
You gotta fucking trank me. I can't because I know the plane's in the air.
What if Chris sits with you and holds your hand all the way to Italy and rubs your back?
No, only calmness is if something holds something else.
Wow.
As much as I want to travel, I don't think.
And that only makes me calm for a few seconds. Yeah. Then I start panicking again. It just and messy at the same time. So it's not a good combo.
Wow.
You don't really have the proper utilities to clean up on a plane after that.
Yeah, you
over and over again.
You gotta let that shit and dry.
That's only took us 44 minutes, 43 minutes.
No, cross country, like even an RV. I told my wife too. I was like, "Are we gonna be that old couple, retire, and we're gonna fucking buy an RV and just go cross country in the fucking RV?"
Ooh, what if we rented an RV and drove across the country, and then recorded a podcast every night about that day's adventures?
I think a train would be better though.
Shit.
We could just
the train because there's no stopping. You're just seeing.
Are you kidding me? We'd break that fucking toilet in one day.
That's fine.
Massive dump. we get stuck in Kentucky because Aaron clogged the toilet.
Well, you could pull a Dave Matthews, dump it out on the river over a tour boat.
Aaron won't do no boat.
Fucking Dave Matthews.
No, we're not gonna be on a tour boat. We're just gonna dump the doo-doo on.
No, imagine that though. Like you go RV, you go at every certain miles, you stop, for the night or something, and you podcast about that day and where you are at that time.
Day's adventure.
Yeah, like, yo, I did this. We parked.
That would okay. There's
traveling with popcorn and pints.
That'd be fucking cool. Yeah, travel tour.
That would be a fucking fun adventure right there. Put that on the bucket list.
I know, right? One day, guys. One day, when we start making millions off this shit, we
popcorn and pints road trip.
Shit, it's gonna be a whole Z Network road trip because we can go represent our own shows as well while we're doing it.
That's true, man. True. There's places we go to haunted fucking cemeteries and shit, whatever you want to do.
And then stop. I mean, I don't drink, but you guys do, so you could stop at breweries out wherever.
Sounds like we got a DD, James.
I know, right? Exactly. That's what it sounds like to me.
Shit,
we ran a car. Aaron's driving.
We'll see about that.
But he's like, "Fuck this! I'm not leaving the RV if we're in any of those fucking southern states."
Hell no.
Can't smoke in the RV. I'm a federal employee.
That's true.
You hear this?
The other joke that made me laugh pretty good. There's the scene where after they drop Steve Martin off for the rental car and it's not there, so he has to.
Oh, that is fucking! I would have flipped too when he got there. Yo, he went off on her.
He did.
Yo, that made me laugh. I was like, "Oh Jesus!" I was like, "You're not getting what you want, man. What the fuck you doing? You're threatening her."
And then he goes to get a taxi, and he wants a taxi to Chicago from wherever the fuck he is. And he's like, "Is this some kind of joke?" And he said something along the lines of, "Oh, what the fuck was it? If I wanted a joke, I'd follow you into the John and watch you take a leak or something."
Yeah, yo, that's fucked up. They get punched in the face. Yeah, that shit was funny.
Yep,
that was.
Candy always got ran over by John Candy.
Yep.
With the car, I think that's the car. Was that the car he got? It was his.
I don't know. They didn't indicate that it was.
I thought it was. I thought this motherfucker, he gave the fucking the lady fucking those shower rings and he got his car.
Dude, was that that wasn't the Home Alone house, Steve Martin's house at the end, right?
I don't think so.
No, I thought for a split second
because it looks pretty similar.
Yeah,
it's similar. I think it's in the same area, but it's not the same house. I believe the Home Alone one was still a little bit bigger, and I remember it had a garage.
That was recently on sale, wasn't that like a year or two?
Yeah, not long ago.
Let's talk about that really quick. Movie houses. If you owned one, would you want to live in it, or would you want to have it as like a museum type thing?
Oh, if I can make money off, I'm making money.
Airbnb, baby.
Airbnb.
Yeah. You want to live in a full house? You want to spend a night in the full house? Fucking house, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or fucking whatever.
And
it could be a haunted one. Like, the
right show will make that house. The right show will make that house famous, and you can live off the rent and Airbnb charges the rest of your life.
Yep.
On top of that, so would you have like the obviously you have it themed out for whatever the movie is? Of course you have. I mean, just saying like the collectibles and shit from the movie, you have that themed out throughout the house. You probably have the movie playing a lot and just kind of it'd be dope.
Nope.
Put it up as Conjuring house.
There you go. Put it up on Airbnb and just try to collect memorabilia related to it.
100%.
Put in there.
Milk it. Yep. Put shit in there. People
don't overdo it. Just a few things and stuff like that.
No, because they're going to want to see the original house from the show too. So they're going to want some like authentic, like how they had it set up, like the same furniture and shit.
Well, you could do that. You could do exactly that.
Yeah.
And then you could have like maybe even just a room with collectibles and stuff that they could look at.
What is the most popular houses that were actually legit houses were on sale?
I couldn't even tell you.
I know it was a full house.
There's a full house. There's a.
What about Freddy Krueger Elm Street? Was that a real house?
I don't think that.
I thought I read that somewhere. I could be.
I believe so. Yeah. The Halloween.
The Amityville Horror House.
That one.
There's a few out there. I'm sure there's some.
The Conjuring, of course, we already mentioned. Full House. What's the other fucking popular old ass show? Fuck, I'm blanking. There's another sitcom, kind of like Full House, but their house and shit. I don't know, but
no, Brady Bunch was.
Brady, was that a real house?
Was the Fresh Prince? Didn't they go for an Airbnb recently?
Was that a real house?
Or was that a?
Yo, by the way, that new fucking spin they did. Was it Hulu or wherever?
On Peacock.
Yo, fuck that shit. Nope.
It's not a comedy.
No, they turned it into like Will Smith's character as a thug. Like
Yeah,
it's like a fucking like no, it's like more like a drama,
it
more
is.
fucking serious.
Yeah,
I'm like, nope.
it looks like a straight up serious drama. I'm
Yeah,
like, really?
fuck that garbage, man. I want to watch it. I thought they were remaking it, like making it like it's funny, like Fresh Prince. I'm like, no, you don't fucking turn this into a real show. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's like they took a lot of the story. It's like, I mean, I have never watched it. I may watch it one of these days. But it's like they took all the seriousness from the other one and took the comedy away. Didn't take the comedy with it. Which I get. Because the other, because the original did have a lot of serious tones in it, but there was a lot of comedy.
It did.
It had a lot of comedy and stuff wrapped around it, which made it digestible.
Not that serious though. It's more like a Full House, like
it was sitcom-y. It was.
Yeah.
Well, it did for some.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a sitcom, so it had to have. So yeah, it had some serious tones in it, but it was mostly surrounded by comedy and
of course,
comedic situations.
Just like Full House, except at the end, there's always a serious story.
Yeah, but every episode came to a conclusion, just about.
Yeah.
Other than like maybe a two-parter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they were surrounded by a fucking comedy cocoon.
About the movie, they made sure that when they're traveling, they hit every fucking a plane, train, and automobile.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They hit all three.
So if you break this into thirds, what's your favorite mode of transportation? I think mine goes with the car.
The car. It was more funny stuff going on. There was when they're riding in the back. That shit.
They're on the highway going the wrong way.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was good.
Oh yeah.
The car catches on fire. They're driving the car after.
The whole fucking thing is ripped, and a cop pulls over, like they're like question them. They're like, "What's wrong, officer?"
The only thing that works is the radio, which is weird. It's
it's just weird. But hey, we can drive it, That shit was crazy. That car, there's no way how that car looked. No. It should fucking turn on.
Nope.
It should not run at all.
Was done.
Then he backs into the hotel room right before they leave.
I can say one thing though. Steve Martin character had a point. John Candy would definitely drive you insane.
Oh yeah.
How that character was, how he was talking all the time, like he was so positive. Oh, it works out at the end, but his character is full of mud. Everything's going bad for him, and you got this positive. I understand it's a life lesson thing because this dude was all about money, all serious, get home, and meeting John Candy made him lighten up. At some point,
appreciate his family more because he understood.
Appreciate his family more, because he lost his wife and shit.
Yeah,
I get that, but the attitude, I did not blame the attitude he had because I would have been a miserable fuck too if all that shit was happening to me.
Oh yeah, of course.
I would have probably flipped out on the ticket lady. I would have flipped out on the cab driver. All that shit. I would have flipped out at him in the hotel. He spills beer on his side. Instead of being a nice guy and going, "Hey, oops, I spilled beer. Let me sleep on that side."
Uses all the towels so he has to dry off with the washcloth.
And he's a con artist, but not really. He's not meaning to. He thinks he's doing the right thing, but in the way he is a con artist because he's getting everything free.
Yep.
Steve Martin is paying for everything. Room, food, everything.
I mean,
well, he did offer, but how he was saying it, like how he was spinning it. He was like, "Oh no, he played that. Oh no, you don't have to. Seriously, really? Oh, are you? Okay, thank you."
But hey, listen. But if he's saying shit, you only got to.
But still, he was a. I don't think he meant it. Like his character, how his character is built. I don't think he was supposed to be that way, but it did. It subconsciously he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I can see that. But
other than that, it was funny. Those two, they were like total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Dude used all the fucking towels. He's drying off with a washcloth. Like, wow, man.
So how would your significant other react, right? You show up about 2-3 days later with just some random dude talking about some, honey, I brought a friend home.
Well, he did check in. He explained. It wasn't just like a surprise.
She already knew he was traveling with this guy.
Yeah, she know the bad luck. Like, honey, I'm stuck here. He basically told her everything because the dude had money. Every time he got a payphone, he called his wife and updated her. I'm in Kentucky. I'm in here. I'm here.
Okay, that is true.
So yeah, it wasn't like he just surprised that, hey, I got this homeless guy. I invited him to Christmas dinner. I hope there's extra food.
That's true. That's true.
It was weird how the wife was sitting on the stairs though, like just staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is it going on? Is she supposed to run into his arms? I'm like waiting. I'm like, what's going on? Is like a hesitation. I'm like, the ran to him, but he looked at her all serious, like, I made it, honey.
Yeah, the ending was a little weird. They have that, and then they have John Candy basically crying because he sees how happy Steve Martin is to see his wife again. Yeah, and like I thought it would have ended on a more, all right, yeah, you're welcome in our family or something type message.
Yeah,
but it's kind of him.
They do the hearts. They tried to pull the heartstrings, but it wasn't there.
Yeah,
I didn't feel that at
so
all.
that was a little odd.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was something off about that.
True, but for some reason, I don't mind watching movies with Steve Martin and John Candy in them. They might not be the greatest movies, but they're entertaining enough where I can watch them. I have no problem.
John Candy, I agree with you 100%. Steve Martin, not so much. Not a fan.
Yeah.
It's because he's white, Aaron.
I know.
Yeah, Candy's white. He's funny.
No, John Candy just because he's a heftier guy. He reminds you of me. I'm funny.
if James shaved the goatee and just had the
there you go.
I was a fan of John Candy before I knew you, James.
Sure, you did. You didn't watch. You didn't know what white people were until you met us.
You guys are the first white.
It's true. We're the only white peak contact with the whites he's had.
Learned many things. You learned about mayonnaise and cheese.
It's true.
No.
And not only are we the only white people he's talked to, it hasn't been in person. It's only been streaming like this.
You found out white men love Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, we haven't really met him. We haven't even met him in person.
Exactly.
The whole 37 years of my life so far, I've never met anybody white, but you two have just been through this. Holy shit! What a crazy.
Imagine that shit though. You're like fucking lived in a hermit. You never like went out, and every time you did, you got luck. Like there was no white people somehow. And you're like, what's a white person? You're just like fucking in the dark. Like, what the hell's going on?
I only see them motherfuckers on TV and on my podcast. I didn't even know they were real.
I'm looking up John Candy's IMDb because I'm trying to remember what else he was in.
Yeah, I know. I can't recall either. I'm having a hard time. I know it's.
Oh wow.
The majority of comedies.
1994 was Wagons East. I remember that name. I don't think I saw that. Cool Runnings we watched.
Cool Runnings. Yeah, we watched Cool Runnings. He was a coach. Yep.
He was the announcer in Rookie of the Year. Oh wow.
Okay. Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, he was. Yep.
We haven't seen that. We didn't do that. No, we didn't do that one.
Did we not?
That's the first. That's the first. No, that's the first movie I ever paid for pay-per-view.
Nice.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not a baseball fan. For some reason, I want to see that.
I'm with you on that, James. I think we talked about this when we were watching The Sandlot. I'm not a baseball fan, but I do enjoy baseball movies.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Even the baseball during the movie, but you're not watching a whole baseball game.
Yeah.
No, there's a more dramatic storyline going on rather than
Sandlot had a more serious. It was a group of friends.
Yeah, it was more.
Rookie of the Year was about a fucking kid who broke his arm, and he could throw a 100-mile-per-hour fastball like a fucking adult man. And the Yankees make him on his team. I think it was who was it? Was it the Yankees? Dodgers? I
remember Angels in the Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield.
I remember that movie. I'm shocked you know that. That's like a really white movie.
Was that Danny Glover? Was he in that?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was Danny Glover.
What's the other guy? The white dude.
Christopher Lloyd.
There you go, Christopher Lloyd.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Home Alone was 1990. Uncle Buck was 89. We should.
Uncle Buck is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty funny.
That's probably John Candy's most famous movie.
That was pretty funny.
Where he's the star, not that he's in.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
He played
87.
A lot, like,
Spaceballs. He was in Spaceballs.
That's
we got to put Spaceballs on a wheel.
Spaceballs is ridiculous.
We'll have to think
of
something.
The dude from Ghostbusters. Is that the dude from Ghostbusters with the glasses? He plays Darth Vader.
I think that's him, right? Yeah. I forgot his name.
Feed me, Seymour.
I automatically some reason want to call him Eugene.
He was in National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yep, he's in that too. Yeah.
Guard at Wally World.
Yep. Yeah, they had some. They had some
Stripes.
actors playing some fucking.
Oh, Stripes
silly
was
characters.
good.
Oh,
1981 with Bill Murray.
yeah, Stripes was Bill Murray and Jack Kennedy, the Army
Blues
movie.
Brothers, of course.
Oh yeah,
1980.
Him and Belushi.
Yeah, fuck, he was. Yeah, he was. I keep forgetting how long he was around. Like how back in the 70s.
Yep, been around for a while. Then he died. I forgot what year.
Well, his last actor credit was 1995 with Canadian Bacon.
Oh, I can't remember the movie, but I remember the title and hearing about it. Canadian Bacon, the movie.
I know the name.
I have no clue what it's about. It's a comedy. That's all I know. I believe it's a comedy.
Yeah.
Know nothing about it.
When did he die? I'm looking it up when he died. So if that was his last movie, I think that came out after he died.
Did he originally star on SNL?
Yeah, he was listed as SNL. He died at. Oh yeah, he died in '94 at the age of 43.
Heart attack? I don't even know. I'm gonna guess heart attack.
Well, he was filming Wagons East.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. Heard that
Western comedy co-starring Richard Lewis.
Okay. Nope.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, obviously it sucks that he passed, but it's like, damn, you're doing it.
Especially that young. Yeah, 43. Only 43 and shit. That's crazy.
Living wild lives, though. Besides being,
Yeah, you don't know exactly. Well, you don't. I don't know what the fuck what he was into. Back then, man, a lot of people saw Chris Farley died, fucking drugs.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was living a wild life. I don't think John Candy was that out of control or anything.
Maybe he wasn't. I mean, you never know. Maybe he wasn't like. Maybe he was.
Part of me feels like he died with a heart attack for some reason. I don't think it was drugs or anything. I just think he died.
Could be I too. I don't know.
That's my guess. I could be wrong.
He died in Mexico.
Oh, he drank the water.
Of a heart attack.
Thank you, Bush. Did I go play off it because he's heavy? Yes, I can because I'm fat. I can say it. I can say those types of things. There was a 98% chance it was a heart attack.
And he was young too, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah, 43. That's crazy, man.
43. Shit, that's young.
I think it was. Yeah, I think he said 43.
Well, Ryan Reynolds is making a documentary about him, so we'll watch that and review.
Yeah, well, fucking yeah, I am. Ryan Reynolds involved. I'm watching it.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he did have years of struggling with drug addiction.
Oh, there you go. They all did back then, though.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, everybody was like sniffing coke off strippers' tits.
March 4th, 1994.
That's when he passed?
Yep. So we just passed an anniversary a month ago.
Oh, shit.
But no, that's all I got for these movies, man.
This was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I'd recommend as a fun watch. 23. Yeah. It's okay. If you want to see Jim Carrey in a serious role, he's fine. But the story makes it's too many fucking plot holes.
And if you want to get fucking hooked on a fucking conspiracy theory,
the idea behind the actual idea of the movie is what's interesting.
Exactly. I got me because, like I said, I thought of my name. I was like, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I was like, wait a minute, how's 23 coming? Now I started counting my last name. I was like,
it's also stupid because you got to work to make the connection to 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my birthday is 1/14/83. I'm sitting going 1 + 4.
How can I? Yeah, it's the thing. You can turn anything into numbers, and then you're like, how can I make this 23? That's what it is.
If you divide the 8, that's it. I got it.
Yeah. I need somebody who's just that good in math. Like, yo, when
it's not
exactly. That's what it is. It's like a genius in math. You put
it's like as soon as I say the numbers, you fucking figure the shit out. That's it. I don't need.
He was writing math problems on the fucking wall. He was like, "This means this is 5."
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
And he's like, just right. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, you just become a genius all of a sudden.
And then when you get 32, you just say that's 23 flipped
around.
That's like, no, it's not. It's a different.
Look in the mirror. It spins around. It's 23.
Yeah, and this is fucking assholes.
Yeah, I know. But like you said, they just reach, and you can basically make a 23 out of anything. If you just depends how far the rabbit hole you go down. So, but I liked it. I thought it was interesting.
I really enjoyed 23.
So I think I gave that one a 7. I gave PTA a 6, I believe.
6, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. Sticking with my 4 and 6.
I'm sticking with my 1 and my 8 because it wasn't funny to me. But you know what, people? Make sure you guys tune in to Horror Research 30 every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Come right back here to Popcorn and Pints every Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Of course, make sure you check out Chris's podcast, Stories from a Bar, everywhere you listen to podcasts, including YouTube and every social media platform. And check out all the other amazing creators on the Z Network. Thank you guys for watching, listening, all that good shit. Again, big shout out to Jackie Goddess. Go check out that podcast. It's an amazing show. Have a great night.
Just like the rest of us, Ryan Reynolds inside. That's what we want.
Peace. No, we don't. You speak for yourself.